all to Comic-Con. I hope your Comic-Con's good. I know I saw you at the party and you were here a day already too. So tell me, how has it been with the fans here? A lot of you know Comic-Con and the people types here too. So how's it been so far?
Well, it's a phenomenal drive here. It's the reason that it's sort of sustained itself through many generations, seeing parents walking around with their kids, and even sometimes kids. It's like it's contagious in the best kind of way. Reminds you how good the human spirit and imagination can do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about. Let's start with director and ask. Tell us a little bit about this story, how it came about.
Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying all through Comic-Con, like I just happened upon this comic book artwork, and it was a Utah raptor with feathers fighting this GI soldier in Vietnam, and I was like, what is this? I have to find out more about this IP, and I did my research, got in touch with the author, pitched it to him, and just started writing the script, pounding the pavement, and eventually led to us as a company just saying, you know what, we're going to do it independently, because I'm the guy that can do this and can do it well. And we just set out last year and we just got these amazing cast and then went into the jungles of Australia to start filming.
If you look at the end credits, it's literally half of it is his name. The man is obsessed. And you have to be. Like, look how far it's got him.
Right.
It's really yesterday it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, like this is, you asked about Comic-Con, and this is my first time.
Okay.
But as a fanboy, I stream it every year from Australia. And to be here on that stage in Ballroom 20 and coming out to like a packed crowd, and we didn't know what to expect, right? Like, because we had the trailer, we had one teaser before this. And to see that much interest in this, I think all of us were a bit shocked. But feels right because it deserves it, which is great.
Well, what's it like a project where you come like to this too, where essentially they are open to it? Like they're open. Like let's have let's have these huge beasts. What's it about? Kind of these people who are open. It's almost like a film festival where people are waiting in line and they only have like one line of what your movie's about. So you're like, I'm in. Let's just go.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what's really interesting about being here with Primitive War. It is. To see the word of mouth and to see the enthusiasm that people are having just from a trailer or from hearing about it, as opposed to a story that they already know, right? I mean, granted, it's off of a book, but if you haven't read the book, and a lot of people are now reading the book in preparation to go watch the film on the 21st. But for me to be here with this group and to see it through, like this is like my, I think, 11th time being here. But to kind of see it through Luke's eyes for the first time, and to see his, like, almost like you said yesterday coming off the panel, like his shoulders almost relaxed.
Right.
Just to see it it's really thrilling.
Can we go through and kind of just explain your characters as we go through too? Would that be all right?
Yeah, sure, man. Please tell us. So I play Sergeant Baker, and he's the leader of a reconnaissance unit called the Vulture Squad. And they're a sort of a hardened lot, and they're sent out on these very precarious missions during the Vietnam War by Colonel Jericho, played by Jeremy. And this one particular mission they're sent out on to try and find some missing Green Berets. And rather than stumbling upon the Green Berets, they find something that's far more ominous. Wonder what it could be.
Well, tell me.
Yeah, no, I'm his superior officer, and it's interesting because we all got thrown into this, and as an actor, it's almost better because, they were great. I could tell they were already bonding, and it's evident by their energy on screen. But it's this interesting power dynamic where Jericho's really taking advantage of Baker. He's throwing him into a situation that this is one of the things I love about film is like the odds are completely against these guys ever coming back, and I think there's something in this film for everyone. Like, I know this is going to be very sacrilegious to say, but I don't really have a reference for dinosaurs at all. But my favorite film was Apocalypse Now growing up, watching Marlon Brando and going like, what is that? How could anyone even be in a film like that?
Right.
And suddenly I'm in a film that's an authentic war film, and then cue the dinosaurs. So there's something for everyone.
Right.
And yes, the people were going crazy when they saw dinosaurs here. I've never been around so many people in costume in my life, except when I was growing up in my own household, because I come from a theater family.
Right.
But the people here are really passionate.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, some would say that Brando came out of the mist as a monster himself in that too. So a little
Yeah.
ferocious on his own too. So it's very great connection there. Please tell us about your character.
Yes, I play Sophia, and Sophia's a bit of an outsider. She's not with the Vulture Squad, although she does end up teaming up with them.
She's now on our WhatsApp chat, though.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I wasn't in the beginning, and I was feeling a little left
Big
out.
thing these days.
I'm
Be
like, I'm
part
not
of the
that
chat.
method. I need to be part of it. I don't need to be an outsider. But no, Sophia has been surviving on her own. She's had quite a bit of trauma, and there's some things I can't say
Right.
yet. But she comes across the Vulture Squad, and they end up being very useful to each other. But she's been surviving on her own, and so she's very happy to come across this squad that can do it.
We're offering her protection, and she's offering us knowledge.
Yes.
Very cool.
Hey, there's one moment we're in the rain, in the pouring rain, and we're about to jump into the helicopter and take off, and I looked over at her, and she's just firing. You know, I don't know a lot about your history with weapons, but
She has a history.
yeah, I mean, you look way too comfortable out there. She was just this, and we're just, firing at these
Right.
enormous dinosaurs that she was.
I do
If I
have a
was a
gun
di-
range on my property. So
Okay,
I live in
knew
Georgia,
there was
and I have a gun range on my
I was like,
property.
wait a minute,
so-
she really is comfortable. If I was a dinosaur, I'd look at that and I'd go, I'd tap out.
Have you ever had an action moment? Like if you point to that's my action moment, you were like,
Well, listen, there's so many moments in this movie, and like, you try everything. Like I was. This movie has a little bit of something for everyone. It's gore and drama and all that stuff. But sometimes I'm committing so much that it might be funny. Because I'm the guy that thinks he knows everything and seen it all, and he hasn't. So, when I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, I kind of doubled down and went so far that maybe it's funny, or maybe it's just really bad acting. I don't know which. Either way, it's a win.
I think it's what's great about the military role. Sometimes military can be so dry, and that sometimes it come across funny when drill sergeants. You see all those videos in real life.
Right.
Drill sergeants and colonels yelling at people. Sometimes can come across to be like, "This is hilarious." You know what I mean? In an interesting, dry way. And I
Like Full
think-
Metal Jacket.
Like Full Metal Jacket, and I think that's what you tapped into a bit.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah.
And so, again, I think there's something for everyone, because you want to have. I remember being in the ADR and screaming about, like, as I'm trying to kill the dinosaurs, that I'm screaming, "You're on the wrong timeline," and I think that landed with you.
Because, just another fun experience and trying different things.
Yeah.
It was great.
Jeremy, you as well?
What's the question? I've been coloring.
Introduce us to your character.
So his name's Eli. He's just a pain in the ass, I think. But he's. I think, like, from my perspective, he doesn't really have many other people, like, in his life that he feels like bonded to. Like maybe I don't know. We just talked about some backstory stuff a long time ago when we did it, and so I've always felt like he has their back more than anyone, and they're like the only friends he has, the only family he has, but he's just. Look, my whole life, I feel like my entire personality is like a fart in church, and I just
Interesting.
thank you, and yeah, and I just like I just
It's a LinkedIn profile.
yeah, and I feel like I just bring that to this, like just somebody who's like it just make like somebody who just can't help themselves, can't help but be a mood ruining asshole.
We'll talk to your publicist about some other action words maybe out there. For you. So, I want to thank you for coming and coloring with us and talking about this. I hope you're having so much fun at Comic-Con too. It's just kind of a an openness. Some people someone was asking me about Comic-Con. I said, like these people work 9 to 5 jobs. They're doing so much. This is their freedom. I know they are in a line. They're waiting for everything, but they get to connect with what they love and enjoy. And you know, they don't apologize for loving what they love. And it's
And they shouldn't.
amazing. It's amazing. So thank you so much for bringing this here.
Can I just ask you really quickly, how did this come about?
Honestly, it's kind of a part therapy, part. I was trying to figure out what's my hot ones, and I didn't want to eat hot wings all the time, and I didn't want
Yeah.
everyone else to eat hot wings either. So I was like, have fun, relax. This feels very on theme. So just color, relax, and kind of just enjoy. You know.
Can we show what?
Yeah. Please show what you got anything done. I know.
Because, like, I would-
Someone's got a little more time, and someone's did.
Because I would love to add this to like the
So what is? Oh yeah. Is that a diaper?
That's amazing.
I'm sure Tracy, the costume designer, would love to see that.
So you got some shades of green there as well.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, we're working on it.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I thank you so much. Thanks for coming with us. I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate
Be
it.
good. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.